The 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback is the car that started it all. Steve McQueen thundering through San Francisco streets in Bullitt, the roofline that launched 1,000 posters, the car that defined an entire generation's relationship with American performance and proved that Ford could build something truly special. The Fastback body style turned the already successful Mustang into something genuinely gorgeous, aggressive roofline, purposeful stance, and proportions so right that designers still reference them today. Clean, documented examples push $60,000 to $100,000 at major auctions. Bullitt clone cars command ridiculous premiums, and the collector community treats genuine fastbacks with the kind of reverence usually reserved for much rarer machines. Every Ford enthusiast has this car on their list. Every muscle car fan recognizes it instantly. But here's the brutal truth that nobody selling you a fastback will ever admit owning a genuine 1968 Mustang Fastback is a financial trap, a documentation nightmare, and a psychological ordeal that destroys the hobby for unprepared buyers. The fraud runs rampant, the rust is catastrophic, and the Bullitt mythology has created a counterfeiting industry so sophisticated it'll make your head spin. Before we expose this reality, hit that subscribe button because Garage History is about to reveal the dark truth behind the most iconic Mustang ever filmed. The Bullitt mythology trap. Let's start with the single most destructive force in the 1968 Mustang Fastback market, the Bullitt mythology that has warped values, fueled massive fraud, and turned the collector market into a minefield of fake provenance and inflated claims. Steve McQueen's 1968 Highland Green Fastback created a cultural phenomenon so powerful that it transcended the collector car hobby entirely. Everyone wants a Bullitt Mustang. People who've never attended a car show, never read a muscle car magazine, and couldn't identify a 390 V8 from a 289 still know what a Bullitt Mustang is. That universal recognition created explosive demand that the legitimate market simply cannot satisfy. Only 2 original Bullitt Mustangs exist. One sold at Meckham in 2020 for $3.74 million. The other is in the Henry Ford Museum. Yet somehow, thousands of Bullitt cars exist in the marketplace. Cars with dubious Highland Green paint, fake Steve McQueen ownership stories, and fabricated movie connection documentation that unsuspecting buyers pay massive premiums for. Professional fraudsters have built entire businesses around Bullitt mythology, creating fake provenance packages complete with forged letters, fake photographs, and invented ownership histories connecting ordinary fastbacks to McQueen's estate. These packages cost thousands to produce and generate hundreds of thousands in fraudulent profit. And because the Bullitt connection is emotionally powerful, buyers want to believe, making rational authentication nearly impossible when desire overrides judgment. The counterfeiting epidemic beyond Bullitt fraud, the broader 1968 Mustang Fastback counterfeiting situation, has reached levels that terrify experienced collectors. Ford built Fastback Mustangs in significant numbers in 1968, but the high-value configurations GT equipment, 390 big block, 428 Cobra Jet, 4-speed manual command premiums that make conversion from lesser models extraordinarily profitable for fraudsters. The value gap between a base fastback with a 6-cylinder and a genuine GT 390 fastback can exceed $40,000. A real 428 Cobra Jet fastback with correct documentation is worth $80,000 to $120,000. Converting a $25,000 base fastback into a convincing GT or CJ car sounds like it should solve authentication problems. It doesn't. Sophisticated fraudsters have learned to source genuine Marty reports from legitimately documented cars and pair them with different vehicles, creating false authentication trails that fool buyers who rely entirely on paperwork rather than physical inspection. And physical inspection itself is treacherous because the Mustang aftermarket produces such high-quality reproduction components that distinguishing original from reproduction requires expertise that most buyers simply don't possess. The rust horror, the 1968 Mustang Fastback, has rust vulnerabilities so severe and so specific that even cars from dry climates show significant structural compromise after 57 years. Correct torque box replacement requires a frame table, specialized welding, and expertise that genuinely few shops possess. Cost? $6,000 to $12,000 just for this repair. The floor pans rust from both sides, simultaneously moisture from below, and trap condensation from above attacking the metal from every direction. The Fastback's unique roofline creates specific water management problems that coupe Mustangs don't share, water channels behind the rear side windows that trap moisture and create rust in the sail panel area that's expensive and difficult to repair correctly. The shock tower's critical structural members, that locate the front suspension rust from the inside, compromising structural integrity before visible rust appears on the surface. Collapsed or severely rusted shock towers require major surgery costing $8,000 to $15,000 to address properly, and compromised towers make the car genuinely unsafe to drive until repaired. The numbers matching minefield proving a 1968 Mustang Fastback is numbers matching that the engine, transmission, and rear axle are original factory-installed components has become an authentication battlefield that exhausts buyers, sellers, and experts alike. Ford used a complex system of VIN-derived stampings, casting date codes, and component markings that theoretically allow complete drivetrain authentication. In practice, this system has been exploited so thoroughly that nothing can be taken at face value. Engine pad stampings, the VIN-derived numbers stamped on the block identifying factory installation, can be restamped on correct year blocks using equipment readily available to professional fraudsters, have been systematically manipulated in the 1968 Mustang market because the value premium for numbers-matching cars creates irresistible financial motivation. The result is a market where trust has collapsed. Buyers demand independent verification that costs thousands. Sellers provide documentation that buyers question anyway. And deals fall apart constantly because nobody can establish truth to everyone's satisfaction. The financial exposure reality here's the nightmare that defines 1968 Mustang Fastback ownership at the serious collector level, the crushing financial exposure of holding a six-figure asset in a market where fraud is endemic, values are volatile, and carrying costs compound relentlessly. Insurance on a properly valued $90,000 GT Fastback costs $2,500 to $4,000 annually, and insurance companies now add authenticity clauses to muscle car policies, meaning a successful fraud claim against your car during a loss investigation can void your coverage entirely. Storage in climate-controlled security facilities costs $200 to $500 monthly. Specialist maintenance from shops with genuine first-generation Mustang expertise costs $1,500 to $3,000 annually before addressing any actual mechanical issues. Or does the legend of the 1968 Mustang still burn strong enough to make every challenge worthwhile? And if you want more honest truth about collector cars, more reality behind the myths, and more stories exposing what the auction world hides, hit subscribe and turn on notifications because garage history tells the truth nobody else will. Thanks for watching, and remember, the most iconic cars carry the heaviest burdens. Research obsessively, verify relentlessly, and never let Hollywood mythology override judgment. Until next time, stay informed and keep the history real.